So I'll start with the Employment Equity Award. It will be given annually to recognize and celebrate the achievements. I'm going to read because it's the first time, so I might miss something. It's given annually to recognize and celebrate the achievements of individuals, groups, or organizations that through their ongoing diligence and commitment are going above and beyond legislated requirements or their institutional mandate, thereby helping Queen's become a truly representative and inclusive workplace. The award is administered by the Council on Employment Equity, and I think its chair is here today, Gordon Smith. So, welcome, Gordon. And now I would invite the Provost. We're honored to have the Provost to present the winner. So I'm happy to introduce Provost Alan Harrison, and leave you.
So good afternoon, everyone. Pleased to be here. I want then to introduce the recipient of the inaugural Queen's Employment Equity Award. It's Wendy Powley. Tell you a little bit about Wendy, a research associate, adjunct lecturer in the Queen's School of Computing, and since joining Queen's, Wendy has worked diligently and with great commitment to promoting equity for female members of the School of Computing, both current and prospective. 2003, Wendy founded Women in the School of Computing at Queen's, an informal support network that provides a social milieu for all women faculty, staff and students. The group has provided outreach and mentorship to young women in the Kingston community with the hope of educating and inspiring more young women to consider a career in computing. She has also pioneered an annual conference, the Ontario Celebration of Women in Computing, the first of its kind in Canada. This past year, the conference attracted over 100 attendees from all over Ontario. She continues to play a large role in recruiting women to the School of Computing department and regularly attends the Ontario University's fair for outreach with prospective female students. Her dedication to her cause is an example to us all, and her true success comes from her ability to lead other people together to implement programs of change. Her various initiatives have had a positive impact on Queen's University, and they make her a deserving recipient of the university's inaugural award. Well done, Wendy.
And she came out on the stage and she just stood there for like 15 minutes while all these young girls screamed and yelled, and she just stood there. That's kind of how I just felt, thanks. So yesterday I was really excited when I opened up my email and I saw a message with the subject line, "Walk the red carpet." Wow, they're inviting me, they're going to have a red carpet, I'm in my best ball gown, ready to wear it. I opened the email and I saw it was from the Grand Theatre, so. Still a little disappointed because Irene said if I won this award, she'd wear a dress. Irene, what are you wearing? And I also told Irene that in the spirit of equity, that I don't think I should be up here alone giving this speech. She was the one that spearheaded this nomination, and she should share, and Janet should share. I'm centering Irene out because I know that Janice would come up here happily with me, but I know you wouldn't. She's saying no. I told Irene I was going to do that. Okay, so you didn't come hear me talk, but I have like 5 pages here, so I'll get started. Okay, so although this isn't a Grammy or an Oscar, this award is a close second to me. It means a lot to me, and I'm honored to be the inaugural winner. I'd like to thank the Queen's Council on Employment Equity for this wonderful ceremony, and for Dr. Harrison for being here to present the award. I'd also like to thank Janice Glasgow and Irene LaFleche, not only for spearheading this nomination process and for bribing all of you for writing letters and adding your names and the support and all that sort of thing, but for their encouragement and mentorship throughout the years that I've been here. I've been in the department for, well, I won't tell you how long, a long time, and I've learned so much from these two women. And without your encouragement to do things like this, I never would have started doing things like this, so thank you very much. Okay. So I'd also like to thank those of you who've traveled from faraway places, like across campus, New York City, for being here today, for supporting this. And I'd like to point out that our efforts towards equality for women in the School of Computing have absolutely nothing to do with fair and equal treatment of women in our department. That's a given in the School of Computing. So our efforts are simply about numbers, and I really could never see any reason for this. I used to go to conferences and go to these women in computing sessions, and I'd sit there going, I don't really see the point in this because I've never felt unfairly treated in this department or in this field, and I could never get the gist of what they were talking about. And it wasn't until the numbers started dwindling and we were losing all of our women that I decided that, yeah, we really need to do something about this. So the Equity Award is for our efforts in increasing our numbers in computing, not for fair and equity treatment. We certainly feel equal and supported in our department. I'm flattered that I was singled out for this award, but truly this award belongs not to me, but to a much larger group who, many of whom are here today. And this is our Women in Computing WISC group. And I'd like to thank all of you for all of your support and efforts during the years. And without the time and effort that these women have put into their efforts, organizing activities, speaking with undergraduate students, especially females who are about to drop out of the program. We send them to one of these women who've been there, done that. They talk to them, and they support and encourage them and keep them in the program. And we hear numerous stories when students get to 4th year that say, I was going to drop out in 1st year until I talked to this person, and they encouraged me to stay. So if we didn't have people doing things like that, this group would be pretty much worthless. So it's through their efforts, doing outreach activities, encouraging and supporting our other women, and organizing the best ever celebration of women in computing conference that there is, right? That really brought our group together, but this is the way that we've managed to raise the percentage of undergraduate women studying computer science at Queen's to a staggering 35% last year. And that's quite unbelievable when you consider that the national average is around 11% female undergraduate enrollment. Thanks to all of you here for doing that. So our next step is going to require some assistance from the Queen's administration. And that is to increase our number of female faculty. Currently, only 3 of the 27 tenure-track professors in the School of Computing are female. Because we've recognized the importance of female role models over the year, we've done a great job in putting adjuncts into positions, really great role models who are showing women that females can do computer science. This, however, is not enough. The students, both male and female, need to see female professors successful not only in teaching, but in research and holding research chair positions and receiving other such awards. Imagine that Queen's School of Computing could one day boast the first ever female Canada Excellence Research Chair. Let's work on that. So in conclusion, I'd like to say one last thank you to Pat Martin, who has devoted much of his life writing grant proposals to keep me employed here at Queen's. Supportive, and everyone who most of us are here today from the School of Computing for being so supportive over the years. I sincerely can't think of a better place to have spent my career than in our department. Thank you.